You know that amazing feeling when you walk into a hotel room or a vacation rental and you think, wow, they have really thought of everything. That is exactly the way I want my guests to feel when they walk into this space. So today, with the help of my Cricut heat press, I'm gonna create some extra special personalized details to add to our Airbnb. And the best part is I created them all in one cozy afternoon here crafting at the cabin. This video is sponsored by Cricut. I'm always looking for those small, affordable ways that I can make this space extra special for our guests. We've had this cabin now for almost 5 years. Can you believe it? And honestly, these projects that I'm creating today might be my favorite little personal touches yet. I'm using my Cricut Explore 3, my Cricut EasyPress 3, and my Cricut mug press, and of course Design Space to create everything in today's video. So let me show you what I'm making and how we're gonna use it for our guests in this space. I love giving my guests a tote bag that they can actually use, whether it's for towels, groceries, or even some local goodies. This one only took a few minutes with the Cricut EasyPress 3, and it looks so cute and perfect for our vacation rental. To make this custom tote, I'm using an oversized canvas bag that I had on hand, and then I'm opening up Cricut Design Space. I'm just using the mobile version because it's so easy to do projects on the go in my vacation rental, just like this, and I found this perfect graphic that I thought was amazing for this tote. I'm ensuring that it's the right size. In this case, I'm using almost the entire 13-inch width of my iron-on vinyl, and then I'm simply following all the prompts and tapping through to send this to my Cricut Explore 3. I'm using smart iron-on vinyl, so I don't even have to attach this to a mat, and I thought this navy color was perfect because it really goes with the decor in our lake house. Once everything's cut, it's nice and quick. I'm just simply weeding off the excess vinyl so that you can see the design. Don't forget, if you want to make a tote like this, if you want to use iron-on vinyl, always make sure to mirror your design in Design Space because you're going to flip it over when you put it on your tote. Now I'm going to use my EasyPress 3 to adhere this design onto the tote that I have. I'm using the Cricut Heat app, opening that up, and all you have to do here is simply connect to your heat press. It's via Bluetooth, so it's nice and quick, and then you can pick which material you're using. I'm just using the iron-on smart vinyl, and choose the type of fabric that you are adhering your design to. So I'm picking this heavy-duty fabric. Then this app is going to send over the perfect settings to your heat press, so the right number of seconds, the right heat, so everything is just really easy and ready to go. I'm simply following the prompts and using my heat press and pressing my design right onto this tote. And then I'm following the app, knowing that it says for me to wait till the design is cool. Once it's cool, I'm pulling off that backing. And look how amazing this tote turned out. I'm gonna hang it here right in our entryway so that guests see it right when they come in. It's kind of like a cute little welcome sign, but something that is practical for our guests to use. I hope they love it. I definitely do. Adding a custom mug to the coffee bar makes mornings feel a little more special, and guests always notice these personal little touches. I'm going to use my Cricut mug press for this one because I want to use infusible ink. It's a super cool product because it infuses ink right into the mugs. There's no sort of raised design or any sort of peeling or flaking. These are completely dishwasher safe. I've made lots of these mugs with infusible ink before, and I absolutely love them. Again, I found the perfect design in Cricut Design Space, just imported this image, which was of course perfect for this lake house, made sure it was the right size for the mugs that I want to use, and then I sent it to my Cricut Explore 3, and I'm printing it on this perfectly lake themed infusible ink. This infusible ink sheet goes right on top of my Cricut mat, and then my Explore 3 cuts it out just like this. Once it's done, it's super fast. I'm removing all of that excess paper with my Cricut tool and my fingers just like this. And then I'm taking the design and I'm putting it onto my mug in the spot that I want, putting some butcher paper over top of that, and just using this heat resistant tape to make sure everything goes in the right spot. Then I'm popping these mugs into my Cricut mug press, closing it up, and then the press will just beep when everything's finished. When these are done, I'm placing them on this heat-proof mat, waiting for them to cool, and then I'm removing the butcher paper and the backing. Look how amazing this design turned out. It's infused right into the mug, and these are going to be the perfect addition to my little coffee space here in the cabin. This coffee area is one of our most favorite spots, and I can't wait to make it even better and more personal for them. So I'm always rotating pillow covers in here, and this custom pillow just adds that perfect seasonal layer to our space. It's soft, it's subtle, it is so very lake house and super simple to make. I love this gingham with the navy blue font. Again, this one was super simple. I was able to do all of these in this cozy afternoon here at the cabin. I found an image right in Design Space, made sure it was the right size. I made it all the way to almost 13 inches wide to fit on this 20-inch pillow cover. Cutting it out onto my smart iron-on vinyl, making sure that I mirror that design so when I flip it over onto the pillow cover, it reads the right way. Removing all of the excess vinyl so that just the design shows. Then I have this linen pillow cover in this tan and off-white gingham, which I thought was just a fun little addition to my pillow collection here on the sofa. Placing the design on top and then simply choosing the correct settings in my Cricut Heat app and just following all the prompts through to make sure this is adhered perfectly to the pillow. Once everything's cool, I'm removing the backing, and this turned out really fun. I think my guests are gonna love this pillow, and I think it's gonna make for some great photo ops too. It looks really cute here in the corner of our comfy sectional, and I think everyone's really gonna enjoy this. This little labeled pouch keeps everything organized and beautiful, and it helps guests settle in without having to ask where everything is if they've forgotten something. I love the idea of having a little tooth care kit here in the cabin so that if there's any guest that forgets their toothbrush, toothpaste, and floss, they can simply open this obviously labeled pouch and help themselves. I found a simple white pouch, and then I found this toothpaste image and added some text to create the perfect label for this pouch. I'm cutting it with my Explore 3 on some iron-on vinyl in navy, again, trying to keep everything navy in here so that it really matches the theme of our cabin. Removing all of the excess vinyl and then adhering this design right in the center of the pouch. Now in this pouch, I'm gonna put a toothbrush, some toothpaste, and some floss, zipping it right back up and placing it in the drawer in our bathroom vanity. This is just one of those extra above and beyond touches that I hope our guests will appreciate. I think it also looks really cute here in the bathroom drawer. Sometimes it's the smallest things that guests remember. In this cabin, I have this duck theme going on. It started with a thrifted duck that I found, and then I just kept adding all sorts of thrift store ducks and duck artwork and all sorts of things. So I thought it'd be fun to make some decorative napkins that people can use. And of course, I'm gonna put some ducks on them. So I found perfect duck graphic in Cricut Design Space, pulled it into a design, have these blank white napkins. They're a polyester material, but I was able to cut out 4 of these cute little duck designs with that navy iron-on vinyl, removing all the excess vinyl, and then adhering them to the napkins with my Cricut EasyPress. I love how these add just the sweetest little detail to the napkins, and I'm just folding them up and placing them in this thrifted napkin holder right here on the counter. They just add a little extra whimsy to this cabin, and it's so fun to add all of these little secret duck elements. I've heard from our guests that kids love finding all of the ducks in the cabin, in the art, in the thrift store elements, in the books. So this will just be a few more things for kids to find. And I love that these are practical too, so guests can use them. I always say that cozy and beautiful does not have to be complicated, and these easy projects proved that once again. With just a few clicks and presses and using my favorite Cricut machine, I was able to make my Airbnb feel more like me and more welcoming for all of our guests. If you're thinking of making personalized details like this, make sure to grab your Cricut EasyPress. I will leave it linked down in that description box below, as well as everything I'm using in today's video. Let me know in the comments below which of these projects was your favorite, and I'd love to hear, do you have any more ideas of what I could add to our Airbnb to make it even more special? Let me know in those comments below.